Oh, YouTube, Rumble, what's going on? God bless, hope everybody's doing well. Watching these YouTube videos and you're starting to realize, or at least I'm starting to realize, hope you're starting to realize it too, that we got a government problem. Government problem is our teachers, our law enforcement, our politicians, our local government. Actuality had been allowed to run wild and run rampant and destroy our rights and our freedom. In law enforcement alone, we got what we call, well, they're calling them wandering law enforcement. I call them gypsy cops because they go from one department to another and they'll destroy lives doing it. They shouldn't be cops, period. If they're fired for one, they should be fired from all. That's like with the lawyers and all that. Once you're disbarred, you shouldn't be able to get your bar back. Which, lawyers or judges or DAs, if you're proven to be a liar, you should be out, gone. Same thing with teachers. If you're lying or abusing kids or you're pushing propaganda in your classroom, you should be gone. As for the mayors and city council and everybody else, if you're a liar or if you're taking bribes or payments or you're helping your family members out with these special projects or special deals going around town, you should be out, because that's showing a bias and you shouldn't be allowed to do that. Which actuality, it's against the law anyways if you break it down. If you break the law in government or politicians or law enforcement agency, I don't care what agency you're with, if you break the law, you should be held accountable. See, unfortunately, we got a problem in America. It's called no accountability. As for the black community, they don't want to take accountability for killing each other. Same thing for the white people. But the black community, the Hispanic community, everybody else, they want to blame the white man. They want to blame the conservative, Christian, Trump-supporting, gun-toting American. Oh, well, if you would just give up your rights. No, it would make it far worse if we gave up our rights. See, if we gave up our rights and didn't understand our rights, we would have government doing what they're doing today. And then we'd have law enforcement or doing the will of the government. Not the will of the people, it's the will of the government. You see too many times in these First Amendment audits or cop watching constitutional audits where a mayor or a council member will tell the sheriff or the deputy standing there, arrest that dude because he's talking back to me, he's disrespecting me, he's whatever. That's a part of the First Amendment. To hold grievances against my government is a part of the First Amendment. You see too many times where the city council or the mayor or whoever will think that they got authority over you. They will try to talk like you're a little child and they'll get in your face and put that finger out there. And same thing with law enforcement. Now, here's where I'm going to poke at the black community. If the black community is so great, and if you guys are gods and kings and everything that you claim to be, why is the black community always the ones that have the highest crime rates? If you guys are gods and kings, as you claim to be, and you're the beginner of everything, as you all claim to be, why is it that every time we look at a black nation, a black country, they look like third world countries? Why is that? because, and then also you all never invented seafaring ships. You know, that's a white person thing. And the ones that actually invented all the ships were the Middle Easterns, the Vikings, and everybody else. Yeah. So actuality, the Egyptians even. The Egyptians weren't true blacks. They were more of Middle Eastern whatever. And yeah. So those ships that they used for transport and all that, that wasn't created by the black people. It's always funny how blacks claim that they invented everything. And then law enforcement claims that they have authority over you. And then the mayors and everybody else in government that claims that if we say it's illegal, if we say it's illegal, it's illegal. Have you ever noticed that? They say, oh, that was an illegal gun. Well, who said it was illegal? Oh, the government said it was illegal. Got it. Right. So the government is telling me that I can't own certain style guns or weapons because they are scared of those weapons. Got it. Bunch of cowards hiding behind law enforcement. So actuality, yeah, bunch of cowards just hiding in their offices. You know, those safe spaces that the liberals keep crying about. You know, it's always funny how these people will cry about crime and cry about all this other stuff, cry about this and that, but they don't take a responsibility to themselves or their communities. They don't even know who is in office. I bet you we go and ask anybody on the streets, say, who is your city councilman? Who is your school board? Who is your law enforcement? Who is your chief? Who is your whatever? Actuality, in the town that I live in, we don't have a city department, a city law enforcement, because they had to close down because there was only one, as far as I heard, and I'm still doing checking in on that. We only had one. So actuality, everybody polices themselves here pretty much. I mean, the sheriff department's here, but they ain't coming to get you unless it's 15-20 minutes later. So you know how that goes. You got 15-20 minutes. Start a timer and watch 15 minutes go by. Yeah, you could be dead within that time. So nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to help you. Heck, you seen what happened in Times Square, all that violence and everything else. People getting stabbed by illegal immigrants. When the stuff hits the fan when Trump walks back in office, you think anybody's going to come and help you? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're not. Yeah. You're going to have to take up your own self-defense. And I'm telling you, it's going to get crazy. And if you're not prepared, and you're not ready to take care of your community, besides yourself, your community is going to fall. And remember Sodom and Gomorrah in the Bible. Sodom and Gomorrah fell. Well, Sodom and Gomorrah was burnt off the face of the earth. See, you got so many people out there that are so clueless about what their government is doing, their local government and everybody. I just moved into this community. I haven't been here a full year yet. Do I want to make waves this quick? No. I don't want people to think, well, he's just a troublemaker. I'm not. But yes, I am going to eventually start checking into how things are run in this community to understand it, because I want to understand it. I want to know who's sitting on the school board and who's sitting on the council meetings and everything else. I'm telling you, if you don't understand that and you don't understand who your law enforcement is, you may have a cop that killed somebody in that department but came over to this department. You may have a cop or FBI agents that violated people's rights and freedom in the name of officer safety, there's going to be so many reasons why you need to understand who is wearing that badge and who is carrying that gun. There are so many reasons why you need to know who is sitting in that office keeping public records, because that's their job. There's going to be so many reasons why you need to know where the money is going. See, that's your taxes. That's your money that is paying for all this government crud. Me personally, I don't like paying taxes. I don't want to pay taxes. And I don't have to, because according to the government, I don't make nothing. And that's the way I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to pay taxes to a government that is destroying our freedom and our rights. You better get educated. Who runs your town and how do they run it? Who enforces the laws in your town? You better get educated. Better know what public records are, and Freedom of Information Act, the Brady List, know what it is. Constitutional rights and freedom, know what that is. Know what the Bain Act is. There's a bunch of different ways we can hold our government accountable. And if you don't understand that, you're going to lose your freedom. And then you're going to have some foreign country coming in and stealing your freedom. So be prepared, be safe.